presentation developed by the Order Development Committee, of which myself and Andrew Victorian, Brother Kevin Pagan, and Brother John Hennessy are members. It's titled From Caretakers to Leaders, which you might notice the title's changed a little bit from previous presentations we've had, from wandering to journey. So we've been talking about, as Pope Francis has said, the church doesn't need to be like the Israelites wandering in the desert. It needs to be journeying with a certain goal in mind. But as knights, we've embarked upon that path, but instead of just wandering around without any definite purpose, we're looking to where we need to go in the future to be relevant to our church and to our society.
Congratulated him for exploring himself there.
I'll just tell you up front, I'm definitely not an IT member, so good spread. I might just get the
Calendar is a full screen without, so we'll go on, it goes on this and on that.
That's just like that.
Everyone see that in the back?
You can all see that clearly? If you can't, there's a few seats at the front, so.
Hang on, just give me a second. Probably don't be sure. So this goes on the second. No, that's
So
right.
junior IT here.
No, it won't. No, it doesn't. No, it's still doing the wrong screen. That's why I said leave it. No, just leave it. It's still doing on that screen. It's still doing on that screen.
The main thing I know about IT, if it's working okay, don't touch it. Now, as Brother Andrew's been talking about, we've entered a period of centenary celebrations. Our question is, okay, who's thinking about the next century of the Knights of the Southern Cross? And we might be thinking, well, that's a bit, that's a long time into the future. Okay, maybe we need to focus on where we are now, and let's focus on the start of the next century, the next 10 years. So we need to ask ourselves as an organisation, well, first of all, as Catholics, what does the church look like 10 years from now? And what does the order look like 10 years from now? So these are questions that we always need to be thinking about as we're doing our work in Christ. And just before the Triennial National Conference in Sydney, the State Council had a discussion, and we agreed on a vision for us as a State Council and the Knights of the Southern Cross at a State Council level. So we're putting this forward to our members to be a strong and faithful organisation of Catholic men assisting with the stewardship of the Church throughout Victoria. Now, originally we had charged with the stewardship of the Church without Victoria, but after we had some feedback from our State Chaplain, Father Caretakers, he suggested assisting with the stewardship of the Church would be more appropriate. And by stewardship, we mean the activity of protecting and being responsible for something. So we're recognising that as an order of Catholic laymen, we are part of the Church. The Church does have problems at the moment, but it's not just the problem of the bishops and the priests and the clergy. We're part of the Church, and we need to be responsible and protect our Church as well. So just talking, you may have seen this before. Some of our members may have had this presented in their branch or been previous seminars. Today's church, we'll just run through it briefly. We're talking about a diverse culture of various ethnicity. That doesn't apply to every parish in the same way, but where I live, 60% of the people in our suburb, let alone our church, 60% of people in our suburb were born overseas. So there's very multicultural parish. In many places there's a shortage of priests and clergy. We have quite a lot of immigrant priests, some who have language problems. Parish is becoming mass centres with nomad parish priests, particularly in some country areas. There's some places where the priest may be responsible for 5 different mass centres, and can't be there every weekend. Mass attendance is declining in many parishes. Fortunately, I'm in a parish where we have a very good mass attendance. When it's Easter time, we have to actually open the hall up to fit people in there and have a video link. But I know that there's some other areas where masses attendance have been declining over the years. We also have a situation in the church of low morale due to the constant bombardment from secular society and powerful minority groups, low morale from the Sexual Abuse Royal Commission, a lack of Catholic voice being heard, a lack of Catholic lay organisation broadly. And we also have an opportunity with the church with the Synod and Plenary Council next year, 2020. It's coming up very fast. So there's a number of, you would say, problems there that we're facing as Catholics in our church, but there's also a number of opportunities as well. And what we've been talking about is a change this is the old style of structure, like a hierarchical structure. So we had state council up here, district chairman, and the branch chairman and the members. And it was very much all the direction came downwards from state council directed the district chairman directed the branches. But we're moving away from that. This is another way of looking at it, in terms of the chairman, the chairman dictated all the activity, or set the activities for all the different branches. So the issue of everything is having to go through the chairman. If there's any problem with the communication here, then all of the branches are affected. What we've been talking about through previous seminars is going more of a model where the branches are working independently and looking for opportunities outside the order, and the chairman and the state council are more of a support to the branches doing their work. As we know, most of the good activities of our order happen at the branch level. There are some successful state projects, which we've seen through the Pre-Support Education Fund, but even projects like that, they start small. The Pre-Support Education Fund was developed, the original idea was developed at a meeting of an under 45 members, which I actually happened to be part of, and it was good to see that was taken up through the order and developed into a successful state project. But a lot of good ideas happen at the branch level. So we're looking more of the state council having a servant leadership model of leadership rather than a hierarchical structure. Now, you may have noticed, as we had in the title, as leaders in the KSC, we're all consider, as everyone's come to our state seminar today, we all consider ourselves leaders of our order. That's why we're here today. As leaders in the KSC, we need to focus on moving from caretakers to leaders. This is something that Brother John Hennessy mentioned in his report to the National Training Conference. And so what do we mean by caretakers to leaders? Now, in one of the industries I work in, the mining industry, when there's a downturn, when there's a global financial crisis, the price of the metals in the mine goes low. So what they do, they move to maintenance mode, caretaker mode. They just shut the mine, stop all activity, and wait for better times. And when better times come along, then they start up again. So sometimes we can be like that as well in our own organisation. We've had tough times, and we can be thinking about, okay, we want to preserve our organisation. We don't want to lose everything that we've got. We work for into a mode of being caretakers. But what we really need to do at this time, as we've seen in our list of the challenges facing our church today, we need to move out of that and to become leaders. So we're not just worrying about keeping the status quo, we're looking at our organisation and seeing what we need to do to meet the needs of our order members and our church and the wider community. So what we're going to be talking about today is developing a plan and a process for branch renewal. And we're moving from established thinking to forward thinking. But to do that, we need to do that as a planned way, through planning and organising. That must be done first. Okay, what we're saying is we're focusing on internal needs and external needs. A lot of the time we think, oh, we need to improve our membership because we've had some members pass away, move out of the area, or resign, and our membership's going down. So we say, oh, we need to get new members. That's focusing on internal needs. If we just do that in itself, as we've seen in many of our branches, that leads to nowhere. So what the Order Development Committee has been examining is we really need to focus on the external needs, because that is what leads to development and growth, and then the membership will start for itself. And you might think, okay, where do you get that from? Okay, even if we're a good branch, we have some very good branches. We have some very good branches in our order. Some of them are represented here today. And we might say, well, we're a really good branch. We won Branch of the Year 2 years ago or 5 years ago. We've been doing great work. Our members are very happy with us. Our parish priests are very happy with us. What I'm even challenging our good branches is to say, okay, looking at our pie chart, even if we're a good branch, the blue is what we're doing really well at the moment. But are we considering the green part, which is the work that we could be doing in our church or in our wider community that we haven't been considering? So a lot of the time we've been focused on what we've been doing well, and we're continuing to do that and promote those things. Even that can be in a bit of a caretaker mode. We're just keeping what we've got rather than looking at new possibilities. So what we're trying to, for all branches, whether you're a strong branch or a weak branch or a new branch or you've been around for 80 years, we want all branches to not only look at the blue part we're doing now, but see what's the possibility we can do, what other activities, needs can we meet that we're not meeting at the moment. We have talked before in previous seminars about developing a branch mission statement. I'll just talk about this briefly. Here's an example of a branch mission statement. So we start with our vision of what we want to see in so many years' time, and this is telling us how we plan to get there. So engaging with our parish clergy, regional bishop, fellow parishioners to identify the new needs of today's church and demonstrate leadership, faith and discipline in satisfying those needs. Now this is just a sample branch mission statement. What we really would like to do as part of the branch renewal process is for each branch to sit down and develop their own statement, take ownership of it. And what we're going on, trying not to talk for too long today, we're going to do a little exercise together, a practical exercise. This is about how we develop our branch portfolios for the future. Every branch is different, there's no typical branch. So what I'm going to outline is a process by which we can develop our branch portfolios, see if our existing portfolios are meeting our current needs. So we've got the members that we need to be able to tackle the various issues that and the challenges that are coming up in our parish life and the wider community. So just to go through that quickly, first of all, after we've done our branch mission statement, the process is first of all to make a list of parish needs and areas of participation. Then allocate these various needs into a similar portfolio. Consolidate each group into a portfolio. Then you identify what are the skills required for the leader of that portfolio. So for example, if you had a information technology and communications portfolio, you probably wouldn't get me to be the leader of that if you've got somebody who's more familiar with that. If you've got somebody who's very scared of public speaking, you probably wouldn't put them in your public relations portfolio. So we need to, one of the important parts of that process is to find someone who's got skills to be the leader of a portfolio. That could be inside or outside the branch. And then that leader will recruit suitable members for his portfolio. Then members would now be targeted and recruited to meet a specific need. So this is a process we'd like branches to start considering as they're doing branch renewal. There may be some of the things in our branch are working really well. We've got really skilled people in the right portfolios, so we can continue with those. But we want branches to look at, okay, are there other possibilities for our branch that we haven't considered? So what I'm going to do now is do a little whiteboard exercise, and I'd like you all to contribute your ideas as well, so we can actually follow this process. Okay, so we're going to make a list of parish needs, and then we'll divide it up into groups and call them different portfolios, and then we'll see if we can identify what skills we need for the leader of that portfolio. We'll see how far we get with that. So the actual what we come up with is not as important as understanding the process. So any suggestions you make, there's no stupid suggestions, we just like everyone to contribute their ideas. And here's an example of a list that Brother John Hennessy has made for a previous seminar. But rather than use his, I'd like us as a group to come up with our own ideas for what we think would are the needs in our parish. And where we'll do that, we'll use our list of challenges and opportunities in our church today. So I'll keep this up and then we'll do a little bit of work on the whiteboard. We'll see how we go. Just at this point, are there any questions, or would you like to ask questions towards the end? Yes or no?
One question about now. You said the chairman in the middle and then chairman reaching out to the branch. So did that mean that the district chairman position is going to be nominated so the chairman reach out to the branch because there is no need of district chairman?
Oh, no, that's a good point. Glad you asked that. We can think of that as the district chairman as well. So the district chairman is there to support the branches, to encourage them, offer them help, or promote sharing of ideas between the branches. It doesn't mean that his position is going to be more important than ever. Rather than just being relaying information from the state council, go through him to the branches, he's there as a support to the branches and encourage their development. So he's basically taking responsibility for the development of each branch, as well as being a liaison with the state council as well. So is that clear better?
Yeah, that's fine, because I was thinking, because you said this is the new structure, the state chairman comes in the middle and then he reach out to the branches, so it means there's no need district chairman to be there actually because the state chairman is already there and he's reaching out, he's the main person and he's reaching out to the smaller portions like branches. So yeah, so then
having to look at every individual branch itself, so that's why we use our district chairman.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go back to. Okay. So here we are talking about today's church. We're going to have to move this for the video.
What's that?
We'll have to move this for the video. Okay, so what we're going to do is a little bit of an exercise, just developing a list of some needs in for our parish, or our community, or our branch, based on some of the challenges we've identified in that list there. So would anyone like to volunteer something, or would you like them to come with this stuff? Brother Terry?
I suggest that the most important thing you've got to do in the first place is develop a great relationship with your parish priest. That's the best. Once you've got him on side, you can start to really do things and everything else will run. If you haven't got a priest on side, from our experience, it's deadly.
So we're saying that.
Top of the great relationship.
So what's the?
Yeah, you got a black pen, that's a big white, so I was looking at that.
Oh, it is white.
When you get up, you just state your name, just so it's everyone.
Okay.
I'm Terry Farrell.
So how would we
The
identify
most
that as?
important need you need to do with anything, you've got to have a good relationship with your local parish priest.
Okay. So
No
we
matter
say.
how far away or whatever,
Develop a relationship.
Okay.
that relationship.
Needed for us rather than the church. It's not needed for the church, but he needs for the north.
Okay. Are we happy with that one as a start?
Yeah.
Okay. What other, when we're thinking about our needs, I ask you all to keep looking back to here. So that would sort of say, okay, we've got, that could cover if we've got a priest who have language problems, priests from overseas, priests who may have had a bad experience with the knights, maybe they had, I know some orders of priests lost a lot of money with the knights quite a number of years ago, and they still may have some issues about that. So we need to, we need to do a little bit more work to find out what's the reason why we have to improve our relationship with our priests.
Okay, with the
Rather than-
immigrant priests, I'm new about that. So, immigrant priests, many of whom have language problems. So, if you have, in nights, if you have someone who can speaks the same language, so we can, engage them with the priest who.
Okay, sorry, Hannah. So that's the need at the moment. So we're focusing on, what's the needs we have.
Right, I'm going to look at another one, the top one, I like that. I'm from a very big parish and very multicultural, and trying to understand the culture and understand how we can get them to appreciate what the night's all about, because it doesn't fit into their culture. That's one of our.
So we would put that as understand culture of different ethnic groups?
Yes.
Yeah.
Part of that is identifying what they might have done back in their own countries that might be similar or relevant to stuff that tonight's good.
Yeah, thank you, Ben. Any other ideas?
Well, this is not in the parish or in the community. We found that aged care homes need people to visit, especially the men in the their aged care homes. And we visit Mercy Corbett
Rob?
Yeah.
Sure, I think you are. Brother Tony?
Tony Grana from North Dandenong branch. Probably the best thing is to get to know all the other groups in your parish, like the example, youth group, Legions of Mary, St. Vincent de Paul's, etc.
So, would we say better relationship with other active groups in the parish?
Yeah.
Working together.
Yes.
Lack of Catholic voice being heard under that. The more I'm speaking about the perspective of all youth, they are looking for the Catholic voice always. They stood up for people who try to teach them good old-fashioned Catholic stuff. So that need to be put in.
So our youth are looking for
Yeah, Catholic values. So
Accusing their language rather than the old language.
no, most of them are happy to hear the old-fashioned languages, traditional ways. Yeah, but in terms of speaking them in their modern terms.
Could I suggest maybe we could say looking for Catholic values and mentors?
Yeah.
Mentors as well? Yeah.
Another one is a key one is, and this is where it really changes, I think, is we're looking at a society today where parents of kids, families are caught up, the parents are taxi drivers, right? So they're driving their kids to sporting activities and venues, and there's a lot more activity, and technology has a big influence on that as well, which breaks down their reliability. So something's blocking. How do you get around that? So, like for instance, I would have my secretary here today, but he's got 4 kids. Can't be here. And then a few others.
So trying to create more opportunities for parents and children to spend time together? Or was that
probably raises the question as to where, do we involve the wives and kids more in things? So if they kids, well, let's create something so that they can bring their wives to your kids and then that'll make it.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. We think that's a good one.
Create family.
Family friendly, create. It's sort of the order issue, but it's also wider community and parish tourism for family activities. And community, and is that enough? Would like to add a bit more to that? Okay. Dominic, at the back?
Yeah, I think that the last two are very, very important observations. I wonder how to relate to youth, how to communicate with youth, how to become more relevant to them.
Okay. So, I'll just put communications as well. Can communicate at their level, maybe?
They seem to not be interested in our sort of activities at all. So when we get to the youth, I think we share something.
I put the famous word relevance in there with the youth looking for Catholic relevance.
Just to make a comment on that, my youngest man is 29.
Okay.
I really quizzed last week on why they're coming. What's the focus? What's the reason? Why are you here? Well, believe it or not, I was floored by this. The thing he got most out of it was the formation program. He's 29.
So that's useful information, yeah.
I'd like to say this but
I'd like to put one in, if you don't mind, but we hear about low morale due to constant bombardment from the secular society, parish groups, and for some reason I listen to the ABC on the radio every morning and think that listen to them. The Catholic Church was the most evil organisation that's ever come into existence. But there's a lot of good work that the Catholic Church does, some good projects. I remember a few years ago, there was a story in the 7:30 report about the Knights in Shepparton were refurbishing tractors to send to the Democratic Republic of Congo so that people there could use them. And that, that all around Australia, all the Knights were saying, oh, well, congratulations to their branch for that good news story. So maybe what we could be doing is to put out a good news story about the Catholic Church rather than just hearing all the bad stuff. Could I put that on?
just a comment related to that, both parish priests of Paul's parish priests, one in Heidelberg and one in ours, are now putting stuff in place and publicising what's going on. At the moment, we've got an orchestra from the Philippines performing for local locations.
The ABC have just put on, I think it might be on YouTube. Father Justel has just moved from Mordialloc and he's got his story on the ABC. And he can podcast it to the issues.
Okay. So, now we've done the first, so thank you for your input. Oh, we have one more, do we?
I just had a couple of things to say, brother.
Yes, brother.
Neil Daly, brothers. Just first thing, talking about good news stories. I don't know the fellows, but there's a Father Thomas going around portraying his experiences after being captured by ISIS. Now, really, that should be getting into the media about suppression even and apparently up to 18 people were killed, beheaded by ISIS during that period. About a nun who were hidden under a blanket behind the freezer every time they went into the room to try and find her. For some reason she evaded it. But things like that should be certainly promoted media-wise. That's even our dinner every year. Perhaps we should be trying to get that an article in the papers, because to be honest, the hammering we've had in the last 12 months, particularly with Archbishop Chappelle, the way that he's been treated by the media on the news is convicted and fellow that he is, we need to really fight back, because the secular, there's no doubt, is winning the battle at this stage. So even if we crawl slowly, we just need to have some sort of policy in place to, whenever there's a good news story like that, no matter how simple it is, that we as an organisation perhaps just start pumping it through and have a media officer to do that. That's perhaps at state level. That's one. Two, we've got a young fellow in our group that's IT minded, so he's probably 29 as well. That's the generation we need to recruit to cover that, because it's not only websites and Facebook, but it's also other communication, internal communication, things like WhatsApp, which is everyone's in it, you all join it together, and when the chairman or anyone has some news or needs something done, it goes out on WhatsApp, and every member instantly is informed about what's going on. So communication is the key. But within our own parish, particularly St Peter's Clayton, our priest has gone on board and has got us involved in the ritual side of Mass. That is Good Friday, the Holy Thursday with the canopy, which has been done at St Gerard's for years and years and years. He's taken that on board because that's making a comeback. And the last thing is, the young people do want spiritual development within our groups. It seems like we just get together, we go through our reports, and we don't spend enough time, even if it's 10 minutes on a topic of spiritual development. It doesn't necessarily have to be a précis about last week's gospel, but if we can think of something we can discuss that can add to that part of our role in developing the church throughout the nation, then we should be looking at that's something that they're looking for, the young people. So don't underestimate them, they just need to be tapped into, and if we can get them on board, then we have a chance to have a say within the church community itself. But there are a lot of things we need to plan, and it comes back to numbers and dedication. And I agree, there are a lot of members that have big families and often use that as an excuse not to get involved. But we say back to them, look, you can be an apology, it's just when we have a major function, whether it be a Bunnings barbecue, whether we run a parish trivia night to promote our brand, being the Knights of the Southern Cross, or even assisting with the running of the local parish annual dinner, where there's over 200 people attend, that we use that to promote our brand. It's the Knights of the Southern Cross parish dinner. Then we'll be on our way. But it's all going to take time and planning, but we're not irrelevant, that's for sure. If we approach it the right way, we have a big chance. Thank you.
Okay, I think we've got enough ideas. I took your idea about spiritual development for young people. I thought that was a good one. So what we're going to do is, okay, we've done a little bit. We've done step one of our process. We're not going to do all 7 today, but we're just to show the process. Okay, now we've got enough ideas. Let's move into the second part of the process. We might have heard this talked about at a presentation before, but I find that, well, being a former teacher, the best way to learn something is to actually try and teach it to other people as well. So if we go through the process, you get a better understanding of it rather than just listening to it all the time. My understanding of all these ideas about the marketing concept and moving from wandering to journeying and developing portfolios and things like that has got much better when I've had to explain it to other people. So we have to get to the point where us as leaders need to understand the process by doing it ourselves. So we'll move into step 2. Who would like to volunteer to have a go at trying to put some of these into various groups? How would we group these? Okay, we've got.
Maybe you can number them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'll put
Because remember, we're pretending we're in our branch. This is just the group of needs that we've come up with, and we're not all going to give them to one person, are we? We're going to group of needs together and allocate various needs of the different groups. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11. Okay? Alright, so we're now going to talk about our groups and portfolios. Okay? Now, alright, anyone like to volunteer? What do we think are similar ones that... Okay, so we'll put things as, it looks like we've identified a few as... So we'll call it youth for now, we might change it later. So if we put number 1, 1 and 9. Yeah.
Is that what it's been?
So we've identified, okay, a youth portfolio, so we're spiritual development of young people, and youth looking for Catholic values, mentors, and someone to communicate at their level, to be relevant to them. Would IT be a different one?
Church.
But you don't really young ones, still
Church?
Another portfolio.
Okay, so we'll just call it church, or we should call it something else?
Well, we can work on that, but start with church.
Okay, call one over here, church. So what do we mean by church, Pete? Expanding on a little bit?
Well, things within the church. So what do we need for the future church? So which one of those is going to help you with your church activities?
So, can you suggest something here that might be
Yeah, so number 3.
2,
3? Yes. Okay.
7.
Go to 4.
7?
Yeah.
Plenary council will come under church with you?
Yeah.
Anything else?
4.
More ethnic groups in the members. How about we?
Number 4.
Number 4.
Put number 4 in there as well? Okay. Well, this is good. So far we've done enough of them already. Paul?
They suggest and a measure of cover church. Can we say that church community?
Church communities, okay, good.
You're talking about cultures and
That's what I like. See, we've started off something, we can always change it. These aren't set in stone. We might be able to get better.
Number 11.
Put out good news about the Catholic Church, yeah? Would that be, I'm just thinking about that one, would we be putting that, would that communication be within the church or outside of the church?
Outside of the wider community, yes, no.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe we
Community, make community event.
Yeah.
Not communication.
communication, yeah, that's the one.
Some of these ideas could be in 2 portfolios.
Oh, they can, that's right, yeah. Well, we'll try and put all of them into at least one, and then we can see if there's any. Anything else for communication?
You can put 6 there.
Put 3 in that language.
3 and 6 book.
3?
And number 7 cultures.
3, 6. 3, 6.
10,
4, 6, yeah.
Yes. 7.
Where would we put this one? And identifying those not involved in any ministry in our parish.
Then church community.
They will be in here as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Family activities?
Then
Family?
Family needs a target.
Okay. So that will be it. So that will be 10.
yeah.
What else have we got?
5.
5.
5 with
I support aged care.
Yeah. We put
Yeah.
8. Care support? Have we missed any? Number 6, working together with other parish groups. That'll be communication for them, or would it be this one?
Yeah, put it in both.
Okay, yeah, that's all right. Good. Okay, so we've got, all right, so we've done a bit of a plan. this is our branch, okay? We've come up with what we think are the important needs that we need to be working on at the moment, okay? And we're saying, okay, we've had our existing portfolios for the last 20 years. Do they match with these? And we say, okay, these are the areas that we've identified that we need. Let's make them into portfolios. So we're consolidating each of these groups as a portfolio. So, in our process of branch renewal, we might decide, okay, we'll have a family officer, you know, looking at all our activities to make, are we actually creating opportunities for members to be involved with their families, or are we sort of contributing the problem of members not being able to communicate with their families very much? You can have an aged care support portfolio, or generally, you know, maybe that may expand into something else. Communications, which could come into IT. Put IT on that. Then we've got a lot to do with our church community and our youth. So we could say, okay, these are going to be some of our portfolios. Of course, we still need a chairman. The secretary and treasurer, those roles, any organisation will have to have something like that. So there you go. You've got the makings of, if you're doing your branch renewal, you can look, okay, this is what our new executive is going to look like for what projects we're going to plan to do for the coming year, or the next 3 years, or the next 5 years. Okay, this is our, okay, so what have we done so far? We've made our list of parish needs, we've allocated the needs into various groups, consolidating into a portfolio. Now we just need to go, okay, what's the skills required for each group? So I'll use a different colour again. Okay, who would like to volunteer? What skills, if we're going to have a leader of if we're going to pick someone from our group here to be in charge of our youth portfolio, what's some of the important skills we feel as a group that they should possess now? Yeah. So,
able to use the language they use.
okay, able to speak same language?
Yes, really. You've done. You're big
Yeah. Okay, important question, do you need to be young to be a youth? Not necessarily you need to be young, but you need to be able to play.
You don't have to be young, but you need to be able to relate to it.
Yeah.
They need to understand. So you need to talk their lingo.
Yeah, okay, so that's good.
Understand how to use a mobile phone.
Well, that's good, yeah.
That's a degree course.
Okay. Maybe to have a mobile phone might be a...
I'd like to suggest that Chairman write to his brother Chairman in the Knights of Columbus, who have junior knights, and ask them what are the things, ask them for what do they do, how they recruit them.
Insurance
Now, in doing so, it doesn't mean you're going to start at the junior knights here, but we can find out a lot about what they do inside their system, and you may be able to bring it across and use some principles or headlines which can inspire to other things. I think the Knights of Columbus would be more than happy to tell you.
How about for family? What skills would our...
You need to relate as well.
Yeah, so...
Your family matters and stuff.
then you might have a man who doesn't have any children, so he may be still able to relate to families, but then he might have a bit more time to be able to.
Hopefully at the same time.
Yeah, so he needs to be able to provide time. Like we got needs to have time available.
Availability.
Yeah. If he's someone. Oh yeah, somebody. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. So we probably wouldn't want somebody who's gets into an argument with his wife every Friday, spends Saturday morning out in the lockup. He probably wouldn't be a civil person.
There's another thing that relates to this, and I don't know if it's still in existence, but there was an order once that used to organise community, the parish broke up, and they used to have family what it was called. It was like gathering the local families in your local living area. Pope Francis is pushing the idea of having small communities and so forth. And so, that suggests we might need to go to this type of format where you know the local Catholics in your local area and you form connections, which we try to do very much to that.
Well, that's a good point. That means working with other parish groups. So I know that Passionists have family groups. Passionists have family groups, yeah.
It's all the family groups, wasn't it?
Yeah. I was involved in my previous parish, but they don't have it where I am.
I think I don't never hearing much about it, so I'm not very excited or what happened with it, but it certainly ties in to Pope Francis's idea, and also having faith-sharing groups that are not conducted at the actual church, but are conducted in family.
No, I agree with my wife and I are actually involved with the Couples for Christ, which is a large Filipino group, but they do that. They support each other outside of the parish. They don't go to church, but they always, if somebody has a problem they want to talk about, we bring each other up and things like that. It's a good way. But that relates to working with other groups, being aware of what other groups are actually out there. So we don't want to be reinventing the wheel. Okay, we might just move quickly through, but any ideas for church community?
Good communication, 10 minutes.
Strong Catholic.
So Nick is probably somebody active in the parish.
Yeah, and it has to be a strong Catholic.
Okay, what do you mean by strong Catholic? Wait a minute.
Strong means, you believe in the Catholic,
Yeah,
Catholic
okay.
Church, you
Yeah, regular attending, yeah.
being a real good Catholic. It's hard to find.
Yeah.
Deep commitment to your faith.
Okay, commitment, yes, yeah. Okay. All right, what about aged care support? Time, yeah, good one. Time, probably time available during the day, because they don't normally like you going there at 9:45 at night.
Somebody can show empathy.
And we'll go one more. Communications idea.
I'll just give you a practical one. Our branch, Doncaster Students, we have a couple who goes and sits roast. We have a
in our members, that would be handy, and put some positive stories into.
Not if they work with the ABC.
No, I was going to say, you don't want to keep getting anyone to help you.
What happens if they were journalists and they're a good Catholic and they really supported the Knights and they work the ABC, they want to work? So what was the other one we were saying, media, language? Okay? And probably, maybe, needs to be someone who's got a bit of a, when you're involved in communication, sometimes you get things back the other way. So probably needs to be someone who's got a little bit of a thick skin. So you might put something out and you might get criticised. So you might need to be somebody who's going to be able to say, okay, all right, I'm not going to take that personally and give up yet. So maybe say resilience. Yeah. Okay? Okay, so what we've done now, we're getting close to lunchtime. What I'd like to do is just relate what we've done so far. But thanks very much for all of you. Oh, Brother John, yeah.
Before we go, 3 minutes is lunch.
Yeah, no, we're going to go, we can finish it right up. Okay, so what have we done? Just reminding you of the process. We made a list of our needs. We put them in similar groups. We consolidated them into portfolios. Now we're identifying what's the skills required for the leader of that group. Okay? The next part, we try and find somebody who has those skills, first of all, in our branch. But if we might know somebody outside the branch who's got really good at those skills, that gives us somebody to target, to recruit into our branch. And we can say, this is our plan. This is what, if you become a member, this is something we would like you to be involved with. And it may be something that's really up their alley, that's really part of their area of interest. And they go, oh, that's great, yeah, where do I start? Where do I sign up? So we're targeting people to meet a specific need. And once we've found the leader, we get the leader to recruit suitable members for his portfolio as well. So you sort of understand the process by which we're coming in. We've got probably time for 1 or 2 questions. Has anyone got a question?
Can I agree?
Brother Jim? No?
What I want you to do is to get a photo or something of that so you can shoot it at all present and branch. Because if you don't, you just wasted the whole morning.
This one?
No,
No, that's right.
Even that.
Oh yeah, that one's okay, but that one's very important because that's everybody's thoughts here.
Yeah, no, that's good. So,
We've got to get it out to us.
yeah.
Readable.
Now remember, the most important thing too is not what we've come up here exactly. That might be relevant to some or most of the branches, but it's the actual process. Okay, because every branch is different. So we want every branch to be doing the process in their own parish, community, branch situation.
Rather than rush you, we'll turn it off here, and then as soon as we get back from lunch, I'll give you another 10 minutes.
Oh, no, you need 1 more.
Okay.
Nearly there.
And that part will be forwarded on to the
Yeah, well, this presentation will be forwarded on to people certainly. Now this was our needs that the Order Development Committee developed, which we can also circulate as well just for some ideas, but I don't want you to just make this your own list. I want you to have your own list. And at the end, okay, this is where we are at. This is where we go forward. The next step, okay, as leaders of the Knights in our branches, do we feel we're ready to start this process of branch renewal? If not, what additional training and resources do we need from the Order Development Committee to put this into practice? It's supposed to be put, not out. Okay. Okay, just like you to think about these. And the Order Development Committee is ready to help you renew your branch. Okay? So if you don't need our help, that's fine. We should once you've done the process, we'd like you to report back to us. But if you do need our help, please contact us. This is myself, Brother Andrew, Brother Kevin, Brother John Hennessy, who's actually he's making a presentation to the Knights in South Australia today, so that's why he's not here. It's good though, it gives an opportunity for other people on the Order Development Committee to make a presentation. So just remember, all this information will be made available to all members who attended today. I'd like you to go back to your branch and study it, talk about it with your branch executive, talk about it with the branch chairman if he's not here today, and then ask yourself these questions and we'll see if we can really get some branch renewal going. Thank you for all your time, and I hope that the discussion today was of interest.
If we put our our future, so I didn't want to rush Michael to finish that off, but that's why I was happy to give him 5 minutes after lunch. But at the end of the day, the Order Development Committee have done a hell of a lot of work to get it to this stage. Let's take it on board and start getting back to our branches and look at doing similar things to try and build our numbers. Okay?
And constructive feedback about the presentation is always welcome. So if you have any suggestions you make, you can come and talk to me anytime.
It was fantastic.